Hey guys, all right. So I'm making a video here on to help you guys out because I know you're having trouble trying to find trying to locate some of these people. So I'm going to kind of go through and show you, what it is that I do. Maybe a little bit more in depth this time to see if that helps you out. See if I can find anything from the document that you guys have up here. First off, dude, this thing's in font 8. I can't read that. I'm changing this to 12. Okay. So go through here. Hey, good job on 385 Notre Dame. You found the LLC. LLCs are usually pretty easy to find because that's public information. You can look them up on Sunbiz and find out all the information about them usually. But Gerald, talking to you, you said you spoke to the guy. That's awesome. The next video you guys wanted me to do was on building your buyer's list. This is building your buyer's list right here. Doing this exact same thing. This is building your buyer's list. I think I told you put him on your list when you come across a property. I mean, it's awesome. You already know this guy's buying in this area. So you stumble across any of these properties you actually pick up and get under contract, it's fantastic. He's the first person I would contact, but don't get so hung up on some of these guys, just go build this massive buyer's list, man. And then when you do find a property, you'll have it sold right away. Not true. Does it help? Yeah, of course it does. But go find a property. You go find a property, you get something under contract that's worth, that's worth something. You'll have your buyer's list. I'll show you how to market that thing, and that thing will be sold before you know it. And there's your buyer's list. It doesn't matter if you have 5 people on it or 1,000 people, but if you're going to spend 3, 4, 5 months building 1,000-person, 2,000-person buyer's list and not finding property, it does you no good. Anyway, that's my rant. So here's what I would do. Let's just get into this here. Can't find a phone number to contact owners. Guys, listen. You're out driving for property, looking at vacant, uglies, what you think appear to be vacant and ugly property. It doesn't mean that they're all vacant and ugly. Some people just live in them. You're not always going to magically come back and find every single one of these people. It's just not going to happen. The majority of these people are not going to answer your calls. They're not going to answer your emails. They're not going to answer your letters. And a lot of these properties too, if they are vacant, they're vacant for a reason. They've left the property because of, a number of different things. Could have been a death in the family. They lost their job and, they're broke. They can't afford it. So, the bank's foreclosing on them. Well, guess what? If the bank's foreclosing on them, so the bank's calling them nonstop. So a lot of times their phone number's disconnected. Missing car payments, they're past due on all their credit cards, so all the creditor, everybody's calling them. And then all of a sudden you start calling them and you guys are getting, a little butt hurt because they're not answering your call. Guess what? It's just what it is. I don't know any other easy way to say that, but, I know it gets frustrating, but it's part of the business, man. It's a numbers game. Deal with the people that want to deal with you and that want to help. Doesn't mean you don't try, but get out there and keep going, man. It's just move on to the next one. If they don't want your help and they don't want to sell the house, I've had people that flat out just told me, I don't care. You can give me $20,000 for this thing. I don't want to sell it. And I'll just let the bank take it back because a lot of times it's out of spite. They feel like the bank did them wrong or, whatever. So anyway, can't find a phone number or contact owner. In my case, in that situation, what I would do is I'd send them a letter, period. And send them a letter if they respond to you, I'll tell you what letter to send them. I'll show you what to do on that later on. So anyway, let's move on to the next one. 418 Citadel Drive. Maybe address typo doesn't show in SCPA. Okay, so let's look that one up. 465 sold 517. I would just take this one. 46. It just sold for $188,000. I would just take that one off the list. It's not even going to do you anything. And I did notice this one here too. This guy, number 13. I know the guy. He's never going to sell you a property, and he's never going to buy anything from you either. So I would just, I'm going to leave it on there for you guys. Do whatever you want to. But yeah, he's not going to do anything with it either. But anyway, all right, let's get back here. Was it 418? Yeah, 418 Citadel Drive. Okay, so that was in Seminole County. So we're gonna go to Seminole County, SCPA. I think it's .org, right? .org. SCPAFL.org. That's Seminole County's property appraiser site. Yep, there you go. Okay. So you come here, you click the address, 418, and Seminole County is nice because it's got the autofill also. So just start typing it, and then that way you don't have any typos. Just click it, and it'll find it for you. There, even opens a new tab for you. Okay, there we go. Gerald L. Paulson, 418 Citadel Drive. That is the same property, right? Yep. Maybe address typo doesn't show. Maybe you guys just typed it in wrong or something. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. This is it's what we call an absentee owner. The guy doesn't live there. Guy's from Washington, D.C. Here's what I do when I get to these. I look at this. Here's the property address. There's the property owner's name. And where does he live? It's an individual owner, and he lives in Washington, D.C. And then I scroll down, and I look at the sales history. So you got probate. So somebody bought it out of probate, or it went through probate in 2014. Now, look, right here, under book and page, that's the recording where they recorded it at the courthouse. And this gives you, these are clickable links. Click these links. I think if you click either one, I think they both take you to the same spot. So just either one. Now, Seminole County's changed the way they present their information here a little bit. So, okay, Edward Paulson. Is that the same guy? What's the guy's name? Gerald Paulson. Okay. So Edward Paulson might be his dad or brother or something. Went through probate in 2014. Admit foreign will. I don't know what that means. But you do have the view document over here where you can click these links. So I would click these and find out. If it goes anywhere. There we go. Images for this document have been restricted. Okay. Okay. Listen. Admit foreign will, I don't know what that means. Edward Paulson, already probate. Images for this document have been restricted. A lot of times when they restrict documents that you can't see, sometimes you're looking for a property, it doesn't show up, and you've done everything, you can look it up. If they're a government employee, like if they're a cop or a judge, in this guy's case, he might be a diplomat or something. He's from D.C. There could be all kinds of reasons why this document is restricted. It could just be that Seminole County doesn't post their probate information on the websites anymore. There's all kinds of reasons. I tell you, the easiest thing to do is call Seminole County Clerk of Courts and just tell them, say, listen, I'm in the process of doing some research on this property. Give them the address and ask them your questions. Why is this document restricted? What does admit foreign will mean? And they'll explain it to you. They'll tell you. It's just as easy as that. That's what I would do. Okay, so can't see the documents, but looks like it's from 2014. Next is the building information. This is a single-family home built in 1960. There's it's a one-bedroom, one-bath. Typically, dude, I don't even deal with one-bedrooms. I don't deal with one-bedroom, one-baths. I don't go after them. But we put this one down, so I'm just going to keep going with it here. But anyway, yeah, one-bedroom, one-bath is a very hard sell. Unless it's a condo. I guess it'd be decent for a little rental if you can pick it up cheap enough. But anyway, yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember this property. One bedroom, one bath. I don't know. Let me look the address up here real quick. .418 Citadel. Click Street View. Oh yeah, I remember this thing. Okay, it's a little one bedroom. Oh, yeah, nice corner lot though. Okay. Listen, look. This picture was taken in May of 2014. When did it go through probate? Went through probate of April 1st, 2014, and this picture was taken by Google in May of 2014. What's happening here? Yeah, I would. I think it still looks like this too. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, I thought this thing looked like it was burnt out, didn't it? Anyway, yeah. All right, so listen, we go back here to the probate records. Let's click this again. Open new tab. What was the guy's name? Edward Paulson. So Edward Paulson might have died. Like I said, it could have been his dad, as Gerald Paulson. It could have been his father or brother. But anyway, as of now, this guy is the owner. This guy that lives in Washington, D.C., or at least that's where his mailing address is the owner of this property. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look up Mr. Gerald Paulson here and see what I can find on him. New tab. Candidate Paul Paulson. Nope, that's not him. Gerald Paulson at the Indivisible Project. Washington, District of Columbia, Senior Manager for Data and Technology at the Invisible Project. Okay. Sounds like him. Right? You click on it. This is LinkedIn. Let's see if you go to LinkedIn. VA Victory, Obama for America, blah, blah, blah. Senior Manager for Data and Technology, Virginia IT Director, Iowa. Nothing says he's from Orlando or Altamont, so I would, you can log into LinkedIn and see if he has a, click on his full profile, whatever, see if you can get his information there. Scroll down a little bit more. Gerald Paulson, this could be his Twitter feed. Virginia Beach office, I don't know, that could be him. There's Gerald Paulson profiles on Facebook. Dude, just go through here. Spokio, Gerald Paulson's phone number. So let's do this also. Stephen Gerald Paulson, 2015. Oh, Steve Paulson. That's Steve Paulson. So I'm going to put in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. See if that narrows it down just a little bit. Jerome Paulson. There you go. That's him, right? Where is it? No, this is Gerald L. Sorry. Okay, Gerald L., not Jerome. Okay, so Gerald Paulson. Let's see if there's a Gerald L. Gerald Paulson Lloyd. There you go. 58, Richmond. My life. Currently lives in Richmond Hill. Before that, he lived in Washington, D.C. Dude. There's a Jerry Paulson obituary from 2016. Jerry Paulson tribute. He was especially proud of his participation on a flight to Washington, D.C. Could be the same guy. I don't know. But let's click on My Life. So it's got contact information here. Dude, yeah. I mean, this looks like him. If it's not, who knows? I don't know. You know what you do? You get on the phone with him and you call him. You say, hey, this is, my name is so-and-so. I'm looking at this property down here in Altamont Springs, Florida. It's a little run down. It's empty. It's vacant. Somebody, like I said, it's probated. Somebody died and probably left this to him. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath with the windows busted out. He's probably incurring code enforcement violations. He's tired of hearing about this property. He might not owe anything on this thing. Granted, it's ugly, it's whatever, but, it might be a headache for this guy. You call him and you say, hey, man, listen, I'm an investor here in, Altamont Springs, Florida. I noticed you got this little house. What are you doing with this thing? And just talk to him. He might be like, I'm sick and tired of that thing. I don't know what to do with it. We tried selling it. We tried doing this. You don't know until you get on the phone and talk to him. But you might be eliminating a headache for this guy. And that's the first thing I would do with him is get on the phone, start calling these phone numbers of these people. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's all the information you need right here. It looks like it, and if it's not, I mean, I would. Let's click this. I would call around. I would call this. Where was that? That company that he worked for. In 2014, across the bay, 10K. Okay, there's a phone number right here. 202-347-2582. Dude, call him. Washington, D.C. Dude. I mean, you guys, hey, listen, I miss stuff too, but you guys have this down as address typo. Doesn't show. No worries. Okay? There you go. There's your information. That's what I do. And there's no magic to it, man. It's just that. Okay, so we got that one. This one, I said it's already, let's see, 517, sold for 188. I just take that one off the list. Get rid of it. Maybe address typo doesn't show. Let's look at this one. 512. Same street. 512 Citadel. .405, 400 block. Okay, we gotta go to the next one here. 481, 499. Well, okay. That one looks like it was a typo, or we wrote it down wrong. Something. I don't know. Move on to the next one. If you really wanted it and it's like something, it's a property that stuck out in your head, like, hey, I remember that one. We were trying to get that one. It looked like really good. Drive back over there. And if you still can't find the address, knock on the neighbors' doors. Hey, do you know what's with this house next door? And they'll tell you, dude. I'm telling you, people love to have the gossip. They'll tell you just about anything you want to know. Let's look this one up. Sold for $1.2 million. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. 621 Colgate. $621 Colgate. $621 Colgate, Altamont Springs. They live in New Rochelle, New York. You guys already have that on here, don't you? Owners live out New Rochelle, New York. Sold for $1.2 million. Where'd you get that information that it's sold for $1.2 million? I don't see where you're seeing that it sold for $1.2 million. Let's see. It says right here it sold in February for $175. First off, I wouldn't waste any more time on it. It just sold in 2017 for about what retail value is over there. I just know that just from living in the area. But, it's a 3.2, 1,500 square foot. They do live out of the area. I would, but, okay, let's stop. Pause here for a second. Hello, listen to me. Dude, they bought this in February for $175, okay? But look who bought it before them. Warranty deed in, July of 2016 for $50,000. Somebody bought this thing and flipped it to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this link right here. And there you go. Affinity Homes, LLC. Sold it to, or they bought it from Mark Franklin and Victoria Franklin. So, yeah, there's another buyer right there, dude. Affinity Homes, LLC. Look them up the same way you looked up this guy. This investor named Lou. NORAB LLC Trust or TR, whatever that is. Yeah, dude, I would look them up. They bought this house, and for $50,000, they rehabbed it and flipped it. There's another buyer for that same area. So now you got two buyers. Whoa. I don't know what the hell just happened there. But yeah, that's exactly what I would do, man. Guys, see, it's all it is. It's just going through. Couldn't find phone number for this company. Oh yeah, that's Ragusa. Yeah, you're not going to find it. They're a waste of time. But that's it, man. I hope that helps. You can spend a lot of time doing this, man, but you turn them and burn them, man. Just go through as quick as you can. Try to be thorough with them, though. I mean, you guys had maybe address typo doesn't show, but, we found him. We tracked him down, and you got some phone numbers now, and that's possibly a really good little deal. It's a one-bedroom, one-bath, so you're not going to make a lot of money on that thing maybe, but, I mean, who knows? If you make $5,000 on it, great. That's what the name of this game is. Just make some money and move on. Anyway, there you go. Good luck.